welcome back to the Med Poetess. Today we are going to travel to Bangkok. So I am taking you guys with me along the way. So welcome to the YouTube channel. Welcome. Stick around. Just stick around. So this was 15 hours before I arrived in Bangkok. And here I was still in Rwanda at home getting ready. I was low-key mad because, I love arriving on time, especially when I have a flight. And my family was taking forever to come, so I was waiting for them. But finally they came. And this is us heading to Kigali International Airport. So you guys, maybe some of you guys are my neighbor. If these places we are passing by look familiar, so just pass by and say hi to me. That means maybe Traturanye. So this is, I believe here we were already in Kigali. Oh, no. We're already actually in Kigali. So this is us arriving to the airport. And I was with some family members, my parents, and also one of my siblings who was around. And it was time to say goodbye. I just here separated with my family and, got in. And here I was about to go, go show my passport, get it started. So, get it checked instead. And, some of the things I won't be able to record because you guys know that some of the places here at the airport, it's prohibited to take a camera and record. But here I have already, they have already checked my passport and checked my ticket and checked my visa and everything. Here I was actually going to the second place where they check. And here I just stepped around aside and went to the bathroom because I wanted to take a few cute videos for you guys. If you guys know, I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but if you are part of my besties, the besties community I have on Instagram, you know that you guys have been learning how to dance traditionally. This is the traditional Rwandan dance. So I am showing you guys some of the moves I have been learning. And I'm gonna show you a video of me with the person who have been teaching me doing it together, and you guys can tell me, what do you think? Do you think I am doing it right? If you don't have forgotten what I was doing, go back to the previous video and check it out. This is the second move, you guys. It's a type of move where you move circular this way, and this is me doing it with the person who have been teaching me how to dance traditionally, and I hope I tried. I did, so clack it. So this was me waiting. It took forever because there was a delay. Actually, the first flight delayed for almost 50 minutes. You guys. And my camera had my camera was tired. Look the type of videos it was taking. It was so tired. We have waited for quite a long time. But this was me heading to my first flight. I took an Ethiopian airline, and this was me entering. Here I was already mentally preparing to be about to be traveling. And your girl took her glasses because I actually took a book. I was planning to read midway, which I did, but it wasn't really for a long time. I just read my book for like an hour and a half and then sat down, and this was food arriving. You know that I love food, you guys know that I love food. So let's have some food. You guys, the type of food I'm having is literally the same type of food I had last time when I traveled to Qatar. If you haven't watched that video, go back. It's here on my channel. You can go see my journey to Qatar. And this food was actually nice. I love it's and it sounds where there's nothing special, but I did love it, especially this biscuit. It was actually very nice, and I don't really skip a meal when I go on a flight. You guys, this is just my second flight. Haven't really gone for too many journeys in my life, but let me just flex a little bit. And this was me having some chicken. I think it was chicken. It was chicken, you guys. It was chicken. And we just arrived in Addis. This was Addis Ababa, the capital city of Ethiopia. And this was us actually heading out. I was low-key mad because I was late. We have delayed. And this is me. I have already gotten inside the buses because we have buses that take people from the plane straight to the airport. And, my hair was a little bit messed up because I low-key slept half of my journey. So, but, I was still looking great. So we just arrived in Addis. We're going to go past the security check. I was actually I was learning for my life, you guys. I was trying to learn, to be as fast as I can because I knew that I would end up missing my flight if I delayed even for 1 single minute because it was already too late, you guys. It was too late here. I was doing everything as quick as I could. I didn't even take a bathroom break, you guys. I didn't even take a bathroom break. So this was me. I was the last. I was among the last people who got into this plane, you guys, because the first plane delayed. But I hope we made it safe and happy. This was me in my seat, and I was so excited, you guys, because for this second flight, I was going to sit near the window, which is something I like because I can take very cute pictures. I can see the view. It was going to be a very long journey of almost 10 hours. But then, I was excited. I was excited to sit here. This was the view. And, we had the thing I like about this type of long flights, it's because you're going to be watching movies. You can play games, you can listen to music because of the screens and the TV. So every time before you fly, they give us some safety measures. This was them showing us, things to do, things to not do, like how to tighten your seatbelt, not to smoke. In case there is like a tragedy, what can we do? And then this was me getting ready. You see, the person sitting in front of me was already watching a movie. I was like, let me actually firstly explore. Let me see the games which are here. What is here actually? I was trying to see the type of games they had and I was playing. I ended up being bored and I was like, you know what? Let me search for a movie. I have to search for a movie, you guys. And, they show you some genres and you choose which type of movie you want to watch. By this time, I am very interested in thrillers. So I was like, I'm going to look for a very nice thriller movie and then I can watch it throughout my way. I actually ended up, you guys, watching 3 movies. Yeah, I watched 3 movies, listened to a podcast, and then also, this was actually the first movie I watched. It's so nice, you guys. You should watch this movie. But before the movie starts, there is always this type of advertisement. You can watch them or just click next. Okay, you guys, come here. Let me take you through the toilet. Firstly, there is a hand washing station. You can use some soap. And this is where you get like a TP, a toilet paper. And then those are some sheets you can use to clean your hands. And this is where you flush. And if you have a baby and you want to change diapers, you can use this place to change diapers. You just have to push it down, change the diaper and push it back. And this is something where you can hang your jacket or anything you have if you want to remove it for a sec. And this is where you open the door if you want to open. And this is where you close. As you see, it was closed because I was in. And it's not allowed to smoke, you guys. It says that it's not allowed to smoke, so don't smoke. Don't smoke. And this is me. Actually, this was in the morning. This was after 9 hours. You see, I just woke up. They came, they usually, they gave us some blankets. They gave us some toothbrush and the toothpaste. So I just came to clean my face, brush my teeth, and also was here. And I was like, let me take a small video of you guys and show you a quick overview of how it looks inside. This is my first time going in the bathroom in the plane. So I was always, curious to know. Anyway, here I just arrived in Bangkok. I was about to go pick up my luggage. And it actually took forever for me to see my luggage. There you see, it's a very big airport. So I was here waiting. Hey guys, how are you guys doing? Oh my god, I just had a terrible afternoon. Like very terrible. The airport over here is complicated. Maybe because I'm not used to it. I'm trying to find a place to exchange money because I have USD and I want to get local money from here. And it looks like it's still a headache to find it. I'm just going to go around and see. You guys, maybe I am just tired, hungry and mad at the same time, because tell me why I can't find a place to exchange money. And I've seen that before we came to check the immigration status. I'm still looking. Hopefully I will find a place because I'm so done. Anyways, you guys, I ended up finding a place to exchange money. Here I was about to go look for the person who was waiting for me. You know, because I had a car from the hotel which I was going to go in, and people who came to pick me up. So I was here about to get my cab because I just met the people from the hotel, and this is the person who was actually about to take me to the hotel. It was so nice of him to help me with the bags. And you know, oh my god, the outside was so big, too many cars, too many people. And this was us heading to the hotel. I had to take a few videos of the view of the city. Here we were already in Bangkok, and it's actually very far. You know, the distance from the airport to the hotel I was going in, it actually took an hour and a few minutes. An hour, like an hour and 10 minutes, something like that. Yeah, I was so tired, you guys. Here we just arrived, and the people at the hotel came to pick up the bags. And here we were at Ambassador's Hotel. It's actually a very beautiful hotel. I will show you guys around. And I was going to check in here, and I was really so tired, you guys. I'm so sorry I didn't take that much of cute videos over here. And of course I had to show up my passport, and here I just actually checked in. I got this is a card which I'm going to be using to check in and open my room. This is me going. Guys, we're now going to our room. I'll show you around. That's the sun. Guys, now let me show you my room. Start from here, from the mirror. This is the mirror which is next to the door. So you put in your card here, and then this is your mirror. Then from the mirror we have like micro-onde, and then we have a small fridge. And let's go inside. Here we have a camera, and then a TV. And another mirror, you guys, another mirror. And then here we have a few drinks to have, a few drinks. Naketo n'amazi yo kumera nk'ay'inyange. And then here we have a small card chair. Oh my god, it's not visible. Have a small card chair. And this is outside, the view from outside, from other rooms. And then let's go to the bed. And then that's the bed. And now let's do a bathroom review. Let's start from outside. Hey, this is the mirror, and then here there's a few cups to drink water. There is shower cup, cotton buds, shower cup again, and then a what is this? Sanitary pad bag. a soap, and then some shampoos, nothing. This is the toilet, and then this is the bathroom with 4 2 face towers and 2 body towers. Hamwe naho gukarabira ni hatoya ariko fair enough, n'ubundi se kandi kwibana ntabirenze. Okay, nibyo sawa. Now that I have time, you guys, let me tell you about the terrible experience I had at the airport here in Bangkok. Mana yanjye. Bro, I had the worst experience ever. Honestly, I don't know if I can just judge the airport, because this is my second time traveling abroad, and the first time I ever traveled, I traveled with friends, so it was much easier to lean on each other. This was the first time I was traveling alone, my first time traveling to Asia, a new country. Story time. Actually, let me start from the bottom. So I went to Kigali airport. Things were fine. I went there earlier, I checked in, I took my flight. No, everything was not okay. The flight delayed for 40 minutes, you guys. 40 minutes. It delayed for 40 minutes. I had a flight. No, delaying for 40 minutes, and then we finally it came, and we went to Addis Ababa. And then by the time I reached Addis, you going from Kigali to Addis is just like 2 hours or 2 hours and a few minutes. It's not, like 2 hours and 30. It's not that long. It's not that much of a long journey per se. So by the time I reached Addis, I was already like, oh, I'm gonna buy a few stuffs, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, but let me firstly, get through the check-in stuffs, the whole thing of getting your carry-on bag checked, putting off your shoes, and then they like check, like the security check, and then after that, me carrying in on, and then by the time I will be at the last stop where you're waiting for your next flight, then I can take like a bathroom break. I can go to get some coffee, get some some snacks, stuff like that. That was my plan, you guys. Me, why did I go? I moved on. I went from we reached Addis, and then I went to the check-in, the security check. I removed my shoes, I put on my carry-on bag, everything was checked and everything was okay. Then by the time you keep on checking the Casmo announcements which are on the screen, I realized that my flight was the next one, you guys. I just literally finished being checked in, so I had to run so that I won't miss this flight. By the time I ran, the queue was so long. I reached the place where you have to do the final check-in, and then the queue was so long. So I was like Jesus Christ, how am I going to make it? There were 50 people per queue. So I tried to blend in, and the guy was like, the queue is so long, you have to go at the back. I went at the back and stood behind actually an amazing lady. I don't know where she's from, but she was going to Istanbul. She was with her husband. And then I stood there quietly. I just started yapping and, getting to know them, talking to them. Actually, you guys, this is a trick. Especially when you're going in a country you don't know. Try to talk to people. Try to get information. I was standing there, you guys, on a queue waiting. I didn't know that was a queue of people going to Istanbul. I just went there. I was like, hi guys. I start, talking, and then by the time I asked them where they were going, they were like, we're going to Istanbul. This is actually a queue of people going to Istanbul. I was like, Istanbul? What? I'm not going to Istanbul. So what am I doing there? And then they were like, where are you going? I said, I'm going to Thailand. And they were like, oh, people from Thailand have already gone to their flight. They're literally entering the plane. So that's why they just showed me like a space on the queue that was like empty, like nobody was standing there. There was like, that's where people going to Thailand were, like people going to Bangkok, that's where they were standing. I was like, Jesus Christ. I prayed. You know how sad it feels when you miss a bus. Now the plane is like 100 times more painful, you guys. So I was like, God, please save me, like help me. Like I didn't do anything. Like I didn't get anything wrong. I came straight from the flight from Kigali to Addis, ran, went to the check-in and the security. I didn't even take a bathroom break, you guys. I didn't even buy anything. Literally, I never even had time to stand in between. I came and saw the queue and I was like, I go behind the queue. By the time they say that, I ran, you guys. I ran and then went and talked to the lady, these ladies that walked to the airport, and explained to her my situation. She was like, what are you doing here? People who are going to Bangkok have already left. I was like, she told me like run inside and at least catch a bus and see if the plane is still around. You guys, I called upon the Lord. I called upon Messiah. I called upon the Lord. I was like, please God help me, because I can't miss this flight. I cannot miss this flight. So I ran and went to the last bus, which was actually about to leave. I was like, please stop. You know, there are like buses that carry people from the last checking point to the airplane, because there is a little bit of a distance. So that was the last bus that was remaining, you guys. I ran straight to that. And I think the reason this whole thing happened is because we delayed in Kigali, and nothing changed on the next flight. So I ran inside, we went there, and I realized there were like a few people remaining entering the plane. I ran behind them, and then we flight for 9 hours to Bangkok. Now I reach Bangkok. That's when the actual struggle begins. That's when the actual pain begins. Where I knew that for you to come to Thailand, you need to have a visa, you need to have a passport, you need to have your return ticket, you need to have proof that you will have accommodation, how you're going to pay, you know, what exactly what you're going to do. I already showed my documents when I was at Kigali airport, and also at Addis. They asked me a few documents and I showed like my visa, my passport. And then I was like, this is finally done. I'm gonna go. You know, I knew the people from the hotel were waiting for me. They were waiting for me because I have called for a hotel, a cab from the hotel to come and pick me up. They actually even sent some hotel people to come. That was already at 12 p.m. of Thailand time, of Bangkok time. I went to the queue of people. They just told us, for international people entering the country, you have to not just international, anybody. You have to pass through the immigration. They check your immigration status, and then by the time you're eligible, you can enter. And even when you are just there for your luggages or you are there for transit. For me, I was just there for my luggages because this was my last area to go in. By the time I reached to the immigration, I just started showing my visa, my passport, and they were like, no, there are things which are missing. Actually, no. Let me not jump the story. Before, there is a queue of people going to the airport, ladies and gentlemen checking your immigration status and other things. A security guy saw me and he called me and he was like, he looked at me. And the way he looked at me, I could tell this had something to do with my skin color, you guys. He observed me. And then there was like another African guy. He sounded, I don't know which country he's from, you guys, but there was like another African guy who was behind me. So he called the guy too. He was like, you guys, did you get vaccinated for yellow fever? I was like, yeah, we did. But then you need to get a verification over here. There's a person in charge of health who verifies that your vaccine is actually legit. I
was like, okay, so I thought that was a general thing for everybody, but I will come back to this and tell you the reason I think this had something to do with my skin color. I'm sorry to say that. Oh, anyways, we went there. They also called another guy who was black, so we were 3 people, me and 2 guys. We went there and checked. They actually give you a document. They checked our vaccination status, and then they wrote to us like a document that says, this is verified that we are vaccinated. So came back. That took like 20 minutes, and then we came back. We went again on another queue. By the time they reached me, the lady was like, oh, you need to get an arrival card. I was like, an arrival what? It was everybody who comes to Thailand needs to get like an arrival card. I didn't know. I wasn't aware of that. That was my mistake. I should have maybe done more research. I wasn't aware, but apparently I wasn't the only person being to go back to that. I don't know if it is general issue, because by the time I was looking for information of things I need, I didn't see that. Actually, later on had information that I could have done that even before I arrived. I didn't know that. So I went there. There's like it's more some iPads where you go and register. You put in your name, your age, your country of origin, your passport number. You put in your flight details, like your arrival and departure flight details, and then after that you also what else did they ask? I think that was where you were staying, the district, the location, everything, and the province, and everything. And then you save, and that is going to be a sign that that's like an arrival, a proof that you have arrived in Thailand, apparently. Oh my god, it was also a queue, and then the people were standing in front of me. Oh my god, you guys, they were struggling. I understand for some, especially the elderly people, it's really so hard. I can't really judge them, especially because they don't use this technology that much. So a person could spend like 40 minutes trying, one by one, trying to write. Sometimes that's manual when they can literally just click. And oh my god, I was already stressed up, so I was like, God help me keep my patience. A few questions were being asked, and I was trying my best to guide some of the elderly people who were standing in front of me, but it took forever, so I had to wait for that forever. And then it was my turn, and then I did that. And this is the second time they told me to go back, so I came back with that, and then went on another queue again on the immigration thing, which again took like 35 minutes. And then it was my turn. Oh, they helped me. They took like my fingerprint and everything, and they verified me, and that was it. Now my next thing was to look for my luggage, now that I've passed the immigration status checker. I did not know, you guys. This is my fault. I'm not going to judge anybody at the airport. This was my fault. I did not know exactly how to look for your luggage, so I was just looking. There is like the airport over here is so big, like it's so big. You guys have seen in the pictures and the videos how it is so big. So I was like bouncing around looking at all that. I was like, if I keep doing this, I'm gonna spend like 2 hours. Remember, I have already spent 1.5 hours. There is a person waiting for me in the car waiting for me. You can imagine how mad they were. And then I was like, you know what, I'm going to swallow my pride and just ask. I asked the person, and then they told me, oh, bring your ticket. I brought my ticket, and then they helped me. Actually, that's a nice thing about here. People over here can guide you if you ask. So, that was a good thing that the person guided me. They told me like, oh, check on your ticket, and then check, there are like numbers per station where luggages are coming, and they correlate to the flight. So if your flight number, let's say, is 625, maybe the luggages over there are on station 5. That's an example. I didn't know that, you guys. That was my fault. I don't even remember how I checked my luggages last time when I went to Qatar. I don't remember. So anyway, they guided me, so I went there and picked up my luggage. The next struggle was to exchange money. And something quite interesting about Thailand, the airport is so big. like initially when we landed, we came from the plane and we took a train from that area to where I was by that time. So when we came from the train, I could see we have passed areas where the exchange places, but we have already left those and I couldn't go back. So I didn't know elsewhere. I kept asking people and they could tell me to look at places, and then the places I was looking, I couldn't find it. I was like, my God, I'm getting so mad because people are guiding me to places, but then these places are not right. So I asked one of the security guards and he told me actually you should check outside, like outside the airport, like the places where people go out there, like exchange places. That's actually where I found it. Maybe I should have asked the security person before instead of asking just like random people around. That's on me. Yeah, so I spent like 3 hours in the whole running process, so you can understand. The hotel people were so mad at me. And that's on me too. Yeah, so that was my horrible experience. But yeah, I learned a lesson. Next time I'm gonna be better at checking everything beforehand. But then now that when I talked to somebody after the whole issue in the Avalada, the hotel, and I realized that actually some people were not asked to do the whole yellow fever vaccination thing. Maybe it has something to do with people coming from Africa, I don't know, or skin color, I don't know, one of them. But apparently some people of other skin tones were not asked to do that despite being internationals as well. So I don't know, maybe somebody who has an answer and sees this will tell me. But I mean, maybe they thought, I don't know, vaccinations was fake. I don't know, but it's okay. At the end of the day, they ended up approving us, but that was quite interesting. Anyways, we're still alive, we're still here, so we thank God. Yeah.